experiencing the Kathryn Dunn Show. Please welcome, we have Matt Capazzi and Greg Gorman. Other people may or may not be showing up because it's an unpredictable format. How are you guys?
I'm good.
What'd you say, Matt?
Great. How are you?
Awesome. I wish I tested your audio before we started. It's a little choppy. All right, hopefully everything will work out. All right, so let's get into this thing we like to do called Are You Aware and Do You Care? Nick Stevens is not with us, but I do want to know if you guys are aware of the following. Matt, are you here? Oh dear. All right, Greg.
I'm just aware. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you aware and do you care that Target has been selling mislabeled Black History Month books that have mismatched figures and photos?
No, I was not aware, but I think I do care. I mean, I hate to laugh at that, but there is comedy potential there. What are the better mislabelings or worse mislabelings?
I'm not quite sure. I just know that, like, here's the historical figure, here's the label, incorrect.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
definitely look
No.
into it to see who they got wrong. But Target, famous for, oh my God, what is
Being
it
on
called?
point because they're Target.
Yes, exactly. Famous for being on point. No, but they're also quite famous for, trying to capitalize on months.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember recently with like Pride and basically making everybody upset for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. So, it doesn't surprise me somehow that this happened. I don't know how that happens. I don't know if that Target pulled it out or if, like, I don't know. Who did it?
Yeah.
But it happened quite oddly enough. All right, are you aware and do you care that Kurt Cobain was absolutely murdered?
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm aware of the conspiracy theory, but I'm curious what the latest development happened this week.
All right, so this week in Kurt Cobain was definitely murdered. Ian Halpern has put out a book called Case Closed, The Cobain Murder and the Killing and Cover-Up of Kurt Cobain, in which he accuses Dr. Hartshorn of being unqualified to do a toxicology report and having inappropriate relations with Courtney Love. Now, I heard they were friends, but I didn't know they.
What do you mean she was friends with the the coroner or whoever did the report?
I mean, the person who did the report, the person who
Mm-hmm.
actually examined Kurt Cobain and said, yup, suicide, was the same
Mm-hmm.
person who had a relationship with Courtney Love, a physical one, so it sounds. And even if it wasn't physical, they're at the very least friends. And he was immediately cremated.
Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain, right?
come on,
Okay, yeah.
murder.
Okay. I don't know. Wow. I don't know. I'm skeptical. Again, I haven't read all of the report. No, I haven't read the book, so I guess I'll keep an open mind.
You need to take a deep dive, go down a rabbit hole, and you will know that
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Cobain had more heroin in his system than he could operate a gun. He didn't even really bleed because he was already dead. Listen, his suicide note wasn't even a suicide note. It was a by the way, I'm quitting music note that had a little like thing on the end. And allegedly, Courtney Love was trying out handwriting in like her backpack. There were little things of handwriting, but like nobody wants to admit any of this. I don't want to blame Courtney Love, but it doesn't look good. So, are you aware and do you care that there's a device that allows Marines to make drinking water out of thin air? It can make over 50 gallons a day, which is enough to feed an entire squad, and it exists in Hawaii right now.
So it takes water out of the air in humid environments, I assume.
I'm not sure because I imagine they need it to work in not humid, in arid environments. So I think it's just thin air in general. It just takes whatever and creates
Interesting.
50 gallons from air.
No, I
Matt,
didn't know. This is very interesting.
yeah, I want one. I think my grandfather had something like that, but obviously, if this is a new development, I don't know what he had.
Yeah,
Um,
he could have been lying to you and just tap water. Like, hey, here's this, like water from the air, and it's just the faucet.
no, he had this machine that would like create water somehow, distilled water, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Matt, can we hear you?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you. And my mother is coming in. Welcome, my mom. All right. So
I keep getting kicked out of the meeting and then let back in.
that is weird. But you're in now, and it seems like it's working, although your video is a little blurry.
Okay.
Are you aware and do you care that there's a haunted...
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Welcome. We're in the middle of Are You Aware and Do You
Hi.
Care?
Yeah,
And
hi.
I want to ask you, Mom,
Uh-huh.
are you aware and do you care that Kurt Cobain was murdered?
Still not.
Yes.
I'm very aware,
You are
That's
aware.
but I still don't care.
That's
Okay.
2 for suicide. Guys.
Oh my God.
No, she knows he was murdered.
I've listened to it for how many years? 94? When was it?
I wasn't alive then, so how would I know?
Well, you know, it was one of those prehistoric things. Wasn't it 94?
It was 1994 that it happened, yes.
There you go. See, it's been ingrained in my brain.
Right, because it's an important year.
From I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is to, oh my God, the conspiracy. David, what's his name? And whatever with the whatever. And Courtney, how dare her? And whatever. Anyway, yes, I am very aware.
Okay, but there's a new book out called Case Closed, The Cobain Murder, The Killing and Cover-Up of Kurt Cobain, in which...
Okay,
Ian
wonderful.
No, you care. You listen to this. In which Ian Halpern says that he was in fact murdered and that Courtney Love had an inappropriate relationship with the person who conducted the autopsy, who wasn't even an expert in toxicology. Come on. And he was cremated, Lucy.
I'm giving too much joy.
Still don't care.
How over
Still don't care.
Lucy is.
How what?
How over this Lucy is with your obsession with this cat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, seriously. Thank you. Let me take these background effects off.
Uh-huh. All right. So, are you aware and do you care that there's a haunted restaurant in Aurora, Colorado? By the way, speaking of haunted, I met Kurt Cobain's ghost in New Orleans.
Oh my God. Was he next to Elvis?
No, it was actually with Biggie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I
Anyway.
could see that, them being friends in the afterlife.
Right? I mean, there's so many AI pictures of them or like Photoshop pictures of them together. Like, why not make it happen in the afterlife? I'm sure they would have gotten along. I'm sure they had a lot in common to talk about. So, you know,
So much.
there's that. All right.
Yeah.
Are you aware and do you care that there's a haunted restaurant in Aurora, Colorado that has captured ghost activity on camera, not only by the people who work there, but by actual customers? It is called the J. Miller Steakhouse, and it was a historic brochure about the restaurant that jumped off a table.
Okay. Wasn't aware, kind of care.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I wasn't aware either.
Like real
Yeah.
ghosts.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the one I met named Kurt Cobain in New Orleans.
Oh, it wasn't the Kurt Cobain, just another ghost.
No,
named
it was the
Kurt
Kurt Cobain. I met the Kurt Cobain's ghost in New Orleans, which is what got me into
He
Kurt
was-
Cobain because I wasn't alive in the 90s.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Lucy, how dare you say it like that? All right. Are you aware and do you care that New York City has gained 69 giggity minutes of light in February?
Oh, wasn't aware. Really glad to hear it.
Yeah. No, I'm glad too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate darkness. Yeah,
I also hate
and that's
the
the
darkness.
perfect number. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect
Yeah.
number.
So that's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
That really is. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I'm
Okay.
here.
Are you aware and do you care that Valselka, I think I may have said that right, I might not have, is closing on the Lower East Side. I think there are other ones up and running, but the one on the Lower East Side is closing, and it's a popular Ukrainian restaurant.
Oh, I saw that actually. I wasn't even aware that there was that restaurant.
Yeah.
But I saw that it was closing after a bazillion years of operating.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't aware either. It's sad.
Hold on.
Are you
You
aware?
know-
Go on.
There's a lot of those that I'm that are closing. The families are changing. The rents have gone crazy. The whatever. So a lot of that is very sad to see. So that I do care, but there's nothing you can do about it. But I care.
Yeah, it is sad to see. It's sad to see like staples of New York City closing for something like a Starbucks, especially, or like a Rainforest Cafe turning into like a dispensary, for example, which I saw a video about today. Matt, are you with us? Speaking of ghosts, Matt, are you with us?
He's back.
Yeah.
Yay, welcome back. All right, are you wearing, do you care that Maniac Larry David attacked Elmo on a morning TV show and he was accused of going too far?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm kind of wondering if Tucker was triggered by that.
Extremely.
Wow, Tucker. I mean, I know that you and Elmo are pretty tight.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Elmo since the incident?
Yeah, he said he acted cool on air, but he was hurt.
Wow. So are all the Muppets out to get Larry David now?
I can't talk about it. Shh.
Wow. I think things are going to go down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he really is the character he plays the character he plays. That really is him.
He's George Costanza. It's true.
Is that who he says he is, Costanza?
It's known.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on him.
Everybody knows
Okay.
that. Evil,
Okay.
evil George Costanza. Elmo like lap dance. That was his Elmo impersonation. He likes to do an Elmo impersonation every now and then. Also, Elmo has gone viral for asking everybody how they're doing, only to find that the answer is just a little bit of existential dread. Are y'all aware of this?
What?
I was aware of that.
Yeah.
Both the virality and existential dread. But yeah, I'm not familiar with any of like the highlights of the answers that Elmo got.
Yeah, I don't know any
If you-
specifics. I just know that
Okay.
he asked and everybody was experiencing extension. And it makes sense. I mean, look at the world we live in right now. All right. Are you aware and do you care that Justin Timberlake apologizes to absolutely fucking nobody?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You are aware.
Yeah.
Do you care?
Even I read that.
Not really.
Yeah, I gotta go with heard it, don't care.
Wow. Aware, do not care. All right. Are you aware and do you care that a New Jersey lottery sold houses in Newark for $1 and 7 winners were announced on Monday, kicking it off, and they were all pre-qualified like a year ago.
What?
New Jersey.
So we did.
Yes, had a lotto.
Yeah, in which they were selling houses for $1 to pre-qualified applicants, and the lotto they just had selected 7 winners.
Oh wow, lucky them.
Well,
Wasn't aware. That's great.
Lucky them, but they did also get a money pit. Because it's not like they're nice
Okay.
houses.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
guessing,
I got that, but still.
Yeah, I'm guessing they
You're
pre-qualified.
gonna fix the
Yeah,
house.
exactly. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so you haven't. So the money you would have spent on the mortgage, you fixed the house the way you want it.
Yeah, but can you get a loan for that, or you just need to have the money?
I'm guessing that's why they pre-qualified.
Exactly. So it's a lotto.
That
for
might have been the pre-qualif-
millionaires. Are you aware and do you care that Mark Ruffalo claimed it was hot in regards to his kissing of Rami Youssef at the Golden Globe Awards when they won? And do you care?
Not aware, don't care.
Wasn't
Yeah.
aware.
Same.
I
Oh
didn't know
my
they
God.
kissed.
America's
Glad he
favorite
liked it.
sad dad. Come on. I'm also glad he liked it. All right. Are you aware and do you care that there are safety barriers installed now at Brooklyn Heights as well as where we reported last week?
In Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah, they're installing safety rails for all of the, what's the word?
Promenade?
Huh?
Promenade?
No, on the subway platforms, they're now installing these safety rails so people don't get pushed. But you can still push people around the safety platforms, and safety platforms don't always line up with what they should. So it's still in the works.
So how do you get in the train if they don't line up exactly? Therein lies the problem.
What's going on over there, Lucy?
Do you hear it?
Is it the girl?
Yes. So you can hear that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can hear the wailing in your home.
Wailing.
All right, and that brings us to our next segment.
Wailing.
Sort of, but not really. Uplifting animal news. Elaine Vario is not here, but we will be reporting on some uplifting animal news. There was a very sweet dog found on the New Jersey Transit. New Jersey Transit got some attention when Ricardo was found there, and now a very sweet dog was found there. Officials are seeking. His name is Obi, and you can find him at the Jersey City Center if you want to adopt him. He's very cute. I can show you his picture.
No.
Let's see, Obi. Look at that. Look at that guy. You can adopt that baby. Get him. Get that Obi. Make that Obi
No.
yours. What a cutie.
No, I'm
No
at the
chip.
point. I'm at the point where my cats go. When my cats go, yeah. When the boys go, the girls got to be careful.
What? What's wrong with you?
Because that one that wails,
Yeah.
she's on borrowed time.
What is wrong? What does that even mean?
I hate her. It's out of the kindness of my heart that I haven't, I've thrown her down the garbage chute.
Lucy, what is wrong
Oh, I know,
with you?
because I can't catch. Have you met the cat?
No, I've heard her and she's precious.
Okay. No. There's nothing precious about this cat.
Precious.
Nothing.
Precious.
Nothing precious about this cat. I have a feral animal that lives in my house who demands attention and food, will not allow me to go near her, will run when I give it to her. Now I'm allowed to be in the same room after 17 years.
Aw. You gained her trust.
Ada. I can be in the same room. Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations. That sounds like a lot of development, and I think you should appreciate her for
Oh,
it.
God. She's such a pain in the ass. So, the other one is just evil to her. Evil.
Who?
But she's evil to begin with. The beautiful one, Phoebe.
Aw.
I mean, she's beautiful. She's really, she's fabulous. She's going to be thrilled when she's the only cat in the house.
Maybe you should have named her Rachel. Maybe she'd be happier if you would name
I
her
wanted,
Rachel.
I had wanted to name her Rachel, and Edith didn't let me. Because Phoebe would be more appropriate for the crazy bitch, but that's okay. I don't want to do that. Anyway, but I love the name Phoebe for a cat. I love the name Phoebe for a cat.
It is a
But
good
yes,
catch.
I would have named. I wanted to name her Rachel because she's got the long hair, the beautiful hair.
Well, you should have.
Yeah, but Edith said no, you can't because we have a friend of ours, Rachel, and she never wants. She goes, I can't even hear the name.
Okay, well that's stupid.
Yes. Anyways, you should have been Rachel the rat. So we. Oh no, I love the rat. Pain in the ass, but I love her. Mm.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I'm hearing this. It's terrible. All right, guys.
What can I say?
This hits to some core. Ready? The San Antonio Zoo has released a time capsule that they uncovered from way back, way back, 1993. Do you feel old yet? They're now opening time capsules from the mid-90s. Early 90s, rather. Artifacts include old zoo maps, employee newsletters, and pamphlets. I would have liked to see some...
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'm interested to hear what's inside.
Yeah.
I know, but so far it just seems like stuff that's only interesting if you work there or go there, like old pamphlets to see how much the zoo has changed, and like employee, like old maps and then employee pamphlets. I was hoping there was something like, I don't know, like a Tamagotchi or whatever they were doing, and then magic cards. What were they doing then, guys? You were alive.
It would be cool if there was an REM CD in there.
Ooh, yes. Or a Nirvana
Or
CD.
Cobain.
Yeah. Or Kurt Cobain. Just Kurt Cobain himself. Mystery solved. He's been
Here I
hiding
am.
out.
The mystery letter.
Yeah. Speaking of hiding out, there's a shimmering golden mole found after 80 years of not seeing it. Last sighting was 80 years ago in South Africa. 2022 they saw it. 1937 was the last time they saw it, and it was found by a sniffer dog. And it drags its little nose through the sand, and they say that it can swim in sand, and this is what it looks like. It's so cute. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that mole. Look at it.
We can't see it, Kathryn.
I know you can't, but if you watch the show, you can see the golden mole. The golden mole.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, that animal looks a lot like Greg.
Aw,
Thanks.
it does, Greg.
I'm flattered or offended.
Oh no, it's precious. Absolutely precious. All right, so that's the golden mole. Everybody should, I don't know. There's nothing. So a cat is training with an Olympic team. Kind of amazing. Do check out TKDS Uplifting Animal News, and you will see all of these news stories. Puxatawny Phil did not see a shadow indicating an early spring. PETA, by the way, would like to end that and instead do a giant coin, which I'm in favor of. Poor thing. Remember when they've dropped numerous of them? Like, they've dropped numerous groundhogs?
Oxytanis.
Yeah.
Right.
And
What do you
Staten
mean when they
Island.
say dropped?
Dropped. Like, here's this animal. Whoopsie, I'm stupid and clumsy. Let me pick it up real fast. Dropped.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So PETA would like to
And-
see an end to that. Something else PETA would like to see an end to, and this is not uplifting in any way. There's a woman torturing animals on YouTube, and YouTube is allowing it. So fuck you, YouTube. Suck my dick and choke on it.
How is that allowed?
It's a very good question, but apparently there's all sorts of dark things on YouTube that shouldn't be there, like animal fighting and torture. Did not know that. Don't seek it out. But right here on shitty-ass YouTube, you can see these things.
Oh,
Yeah. And there were people paying her money,
Yeah.
interacting, wanting it to
I
happen.
could
How
could
is
live a
that
lifetime
uplifting
without
animal
having to
news?
know that.
It is
Yeah.
not uplifting. in
She
the
said it
slightest.
wasn't.
Yeah. Neither is this.
She said it's animal news, but it's not uplifting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Neither is
okay.
this. 63 chihuahuas have been rescued from living in a couple of cars. 63 chihuahuas in a couple of cars in horrendous conditions. I'm sure they're available for adoption, so that part is uplifting, and they've been rescued. But the rest is not.
Okay.
A baby shark was
So
seen.
I'm aware.
63 of them?
Yeah. 63.
Wow.
I don't even know how you
Wow.
fit that
Okay.
many I don't even understand it.
They're chihuahuas.
They are small. All right, a baby shark was seen on the coast of Southern California. Manatees in Florida gather by the hundreds, and the numbers are growing. I know you know this, but manatees were fed lettuce and all sorts of things in an effort to conserve and I don't know what it is when you try to like repopulate a species, but basically repopulating a species. So they did that. It's working. A Milwaukee dog disappeared and reappeared in a bar, pretty sure in a former life it was an alcoholic, or it's the real life Brian from Family Guy. Then
Norm.
Yes! Oh my god, that dog is such a norm. All right. Flacco, the most famous owl, has been out for a year, so you can check out what Flacco's up to. He was in Central Park, and then somebody let him out. And then the western monarch butterfly numbers are dropping in California. In the 80s, it was like 230,000, and now it's more like 2,000. So that's concerning. And also, if you guys noticed, you know how you used to drive and you would have to put a bug screen on your car to catch all the bugs that would happen, like hit it?
Mm.
You notice how that's not a thing anymore?
No.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that.
In like the 80s, there were bugs that would get on your car if you were driving cross country, and that's not even a problem anymore because of all the pesticides. So it's something to consider, and global warming. So it's something to consider. There's like things are happening. This earth is not okay. That is not uplifting, but hopefully this is $50, and you can neuter your ex.
Who have tried more diets and exercises than they can remember. And just like it
What
worked
is
for them,
this? Oh,
will it feel when
What's going on?
nothing. Said this thing.
Okay.
Anyway,
For $50, a New Jersey
Sorry.
animal shelter will neuter your ex. I guess that's not really uplifting. I'm sad. I don't like it. Do you guys like that?
did you say neuter your ex or your pets?
No, your ex. As in they will name an animal, your ex's name, and then neuter them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Glad we cleared that up.
I was 100% more interested in this when I thought they would literally neuter your ex. Now I'm just offended. And check out a 4-year-old surfer dog named Ifruz or something like that who surfs in Peru. You can see him shredding waves on TKDS. Uplifting Animal News and all over the internet. So check that out. So that was Uplifting Animal News, and this is now Tattletales, where we all talk shit about our pets. Mom, I know you already covered some stuff, but is there anything else going on with your babes?
Well, the boys, they're really old. I was thinking today as I'm looking at Joey and Chandler, but specifically Joey, a Cats the musical, where the one that sings Memories, it's all like, got the matted hair. He's that.
Aw, he's a little Broadway baby.
He's that. He's become.
So
He's that.
as your cats pass on, are you gonna get new cats and name them from a
No.
different sitcom?
No, no,
Okay.
no more pets. No more pets.
Aw.
I'm done with pets. I can't. I need to be able to A, have people come in the house, and B, I want to be able to go away and not have to worry about the animals.
It is a big concern.
I want the freedom of it, because to do it, you have to do it correctly, and to do it correctly, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
You know, so I cannot. I'm done.
Aw, so says you.
But that's a few years down the road, so I don't know. I mean,
Right.
the girls are still, well, one of them is 17, and the one that's on borrowed time, and the other one is 14. So I don't know.
Don't cats live into their early 20s, right?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, my boys are both 20. They'll be
Wow.
21 this year.
Aw, they'll be able to drink.
Yeah.
Shot.
They'll be 21 this year. But they're tired. They're very tired. I mean, Chandler sleeps all day long. He barely wants to get up for food,
Wow.
but he's fine. And Joey, I think he's got dementia for starters.
Poor baby.
And he can't climb anymore. He can't even climb on the chair to grab the food out of your mouth anymore.
Aw, that's his favorite thing to do.
I know. So that's okay. I've been down to give it to him.
Good.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
But he can't do any of that. And but he has a whole, anyway.
Do you have cats named Chandler and Monica, and did they get married?
I have cats named Chandler. Monica died. Chandler is still with me for now.
Okay.
But he's also, I have Chandler, yes.
Okay.
And Monica died, and she all of the cats that I have that I've named are actually the personalities of the characters and the friends.
Oh, okay.
Like Joey is not so bright but gorgeous and loves pizza, for example.
Oh.
Okay. And then Chandler is the smart one, but everybody thinks he's a girl.
So was this something for like really big fans of Friends, where like you could call the show and they would give you cats that had the personalities of the people? Like, did you win a Friends contest where they gave you cats with their personalities?
No, I didn't know what I was going to name them, but as their personalities melted into that, it's like, okay, that's just.
Did your cats for a long period of time watch Friends with you and eat popcorn?
No, they watch Friends all the time. They don't eat popcorn, however.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and Monica, she's named that because she was black hair. She had totally black hair. But she used to, like, the first day when she was tiny, she was tiny. We saved her out of a pipe in the wall in the garage downstairs. She was in that pipe for days and just wailing. And anyway, we took her out. Thank God she came to us. She fit in my hand. She was that little.
Oh my gosh.
She was that little. She was a runt though, so she stayed little. She was just beautiful. I love that cat. She was such a cuddler. But she went into the litter box and she cleaned it and she cleaned it and she cleaned it and she cleaned it. And I said, Monica. And she kept cleaning it. So they all have that personality.
Wow.
Yeah. Except for Phoebe, who should be the other one.
Would you like an animal that reminds you of your favorite TV character? Well, buy one right here. We offer a service. No matter what the character is, we will give you a cat or an animal that has the same personality.
Yeah, I'd like 2 cats, one that acts like Fox Mulder and one that acts like Scully.
Done. One will hump everything.
Okay. And it'll babble about conspiracy.
Wow, that was a big old David Duchovny's a hoe.
Yeah, take that.
How's Mitzi?
That's not Mulder though. That's David Duchovny.
I know, but I didn't watch X-Files.
I'm just saying.
Because I wasn't alive.
Yeah. Oh, she's good.
They have it on reruns.
Yeah. Probably on Nick at Night.
Oh, look at her.
Ooh, we gotta get a close up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. Look at the girl. Look at her cuddled in her bed. She's a baby.
Yep.
What a beautiful baby. Oh, so sleepy. Can you pet her right now?
He likes her bed.
I just want to see her get pets.
Well,
I want a POV. Yes. Oh, the Mitzi
there it
face.
is.
Look at that girl. Oh, look at the paw. Look at that arm. Oh, look at that paw. It's precious. Mitzi.
Yeah.
You're so cute. Oh.
I think I want to try to give the boys a bath. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though.
I've tried that with Mitzi and it went terribly.
It doesn't work so well, huh? I think one might take to it more than the other.
Well, I can tell you that if you want to see an angry piñata or a pissed off kite, you can use a leash to hold on to your animal while you wash them. That is what I do with my cat. And it is, well, I have a scratch here. But she's clean. So, you know, there it is.
Yeah.
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 Because I don't know how to get the mats off of them at this point. I'm thinking when it's wet, it might be easier.
I take Mitzi to a groomer, and it's worked out pretty well.
Oh, she needs to be sedated to be groomed at this point.
Oh, wow.
So would you probably to take them.
No, I won't take him to the vet.
Yeah.
No, not the vet, a groomer.
No, I know, but they need to be sedated.
Oh, okay.
No, she's talking
so
about
the
for
vet
the
would have to
drugs
sedate.
first.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got to be sedated.
Thing, like you can go to the vet and be like, hey, I need to groom my cat. Can you give my cat
It's not a thing.
sedation right now? Okay. You
I'd like to make it a thing, but it's
poodle
not a
fool
thing.
me.
So
Not
is
a thing.
that a popular thing for cats to do? Like go to the vet, get high, and then go to a groomer?
Not a thing.
Okay.
But it's a suggestion.
Ask
it
the
would
doctor.
it would make it easier. It would make it easier to do all these things. They would not feel any of the pain or tension or stress, and you wouldn't get the scratches.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome,
And
Roberto,
they'd come
by
out
the
better.
way. Are you here?
Oh, Roberto. Where is he?
I
Is he
swear
coming?
he's in the room. Roberto,
Okay.
if you're in the room, give us a sign.
Yeah.
Maybe
3
he's
nuts
at
if
that
you're
ghost
here,
house.
2 if you're not.
Where was the ghost house? New Jersey, Philadelphia? Where was it?
Colorado. Aurora.
Colorado. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see some Roberto soon. But in the meantime, it's time for...
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is Kurt Cobain was murdered. That reminds me that it really entertains me when my mom hates things.
That reminds me, it really entertains me when your mom hates things.
Am I entertaining? Okay.
And that reminds me. Almost the fastest. All right, and now we're moving right along to...
What now?
Where we bring you a random couple. Just want to know who's right or who's wrong. And Matt, you have the bag. So if you could read a letter from Settle This Petty Shit, we'd like to know what the question is.
So there was a puppet on a daytime talk show, and there was also a writer, producer, and actor on a daytime talk show. And during the show, the actor, writer, producer attacked the puppet, and the puppet asked for an apology. And my question is, should the writer, producer, actor have apologized?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the right thing to do.
Hear, hear.
You should have apologized, not for nothing else, but really, you're attacking a puppet. I don't care what the puppet soul did, whatever to do that. But seriously, it's the puppet you're going for.
Yeah, that was weird.
So
I don't understand how it happened or why. It didn't seem planned. It definitely seemed completely bananas. I worry that Larry David is losing it.
I think it would have been poetic justice if Snuffleupagus came in and stomped Larry David.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He attacked Elmo. Why did he attack Elmo again?
Because somebody had to do it. That's the quote.
For why?
Because somebody had to do it.
But what's wrong with Elmo?
I don't know. It's not like he's Barney. I don't understand it.
Oh, because Barney, you could understand?
No, but everybody wants to attack Barney for some reason.
And I feel like since Barney's
He's so cute.
It'd feel like a bit more fair fight if Larry David won after.
Is that it? Do people just see things
He would
and
lose.
they're like, I see a fair fight. I want to do this. Like I size him up. I think this is fair and reasonable.
I feel like there's something unreasonable about Larry David going after Elmo, despite how annoying he might have been.
I don't find him annoying.
I think that Larry David versus Barney.
No, okay. Larry David is more annoying than Elmo.
Whoa, shots fired.
Oh, he is annoying. I thought he worked hard at being annoying on purpose.
Yeah, he just is like that.
I think Larry David versus Barney would be a little bit more equal. Like they're about the same size.
Yeah.
So you want to see a cage match?
Yeah.
Sunday. Watch a cage match with Larry David and Barney. Can't wait.
I'm rooting for Barney.
What?
Hey, Tucker, have you ever met Barney?
The details of that meeting are private. I don't know if you know what Barney's up to these days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But I do.
I know.
Does everybody know?
No, sorry. I didn't know.
Google it. It's scandalous.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping secrets, are we?
Shh. Yep.
All right, TKDS fans, you heard that. Google Barney.
Yeah, Barney's been up to some things, quite interesting things. So do look into that. Moving right along to Ask Mom, where we get to ask my mom anything you want.
Emma. Nothing. No takers today.
Hey, Lucy.
Yes?
Red peppers or green peppers?
Red.
Really?
I love my
Nice.
colored peppers. Yeah, they're sweet. They're delicious.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Green peppers not as tasty.
red chilies
Different
or
foods you
green
put them in.
Hmm.
Oh, chilies I got to be very careful with. A combo of both.
Christmas.
Probably reddish again. But you got to I have to take the seeds out.
Interesting.
Hey, Lucy, what's
Yeah,
your
'cause they're
favorite
hot.
historical site?
Oh, God, that's a big one, Matt. Big one. Don't know. Because they're all over.
How about
I
what's
mean,
your top three?
like,
Hold on.
all over the world.
I want to know.
What?
Come on, you got to have
What?
an answer.
They're all over.
Well, I don't. Okay, because first of all, all right. I know historical sites here,
Right.
but I don't know historical sites everywhere.
Right.
So I couldn't answer it that way. But of ones that I have seen that I found interesting, it's not really so much the sites. Well, I've told you I really like ancient Olympia.
So it would be Mount
So,
Olympus.
no, that's different. Mount Olympus is Mount Olympus, nowhere near Olympia.
Okay.
One is in the north of Greece, and one is where they did a festival every 4 years to celebrate Zeus. So the golden statue of Zeus was at Olympia, but he lived in Olympus, which is in the north of Greece, 8 hours away
Got it.
by bus. Yeah, so it's far. It's like 500 kilometers, whatever it is. It's far away. But yeah.
I was certain you were
Do you-
going to say the Tower of London.
No, well, I like the stuff that's in it. I love my jewels,
Yeah.
but that's it. Love my jewels. I do. Been there a few times just to visit the jewels.
Yeah.
Do you ever,
Well,
are
that's
there
right.
are there people in Greece that still wear togas?
No.
Not even like for a thing?
I don't know that they wore togas in Greece.
Oh,
Did they just get naked? What did they do?
I think they got naked, and I don't know how they threw cloths on top of them, but I don't know that they wrapped the way they show it in movies and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably did because the statues have them that way, so I guess. But I think that's more Roman than Greek.
oh, okay.
I really do. I think it's more Roman than Greek. Because the Greek statues are actually naked. The Roman statues have togas.
So were
Oh.
Greeks just naked all the time?
There's a lot of naked going on.
I know there's
Wow.
still a lot of naked
Yeah.
going on.
So
There's a lot
that
of
was the
naked
first
going
nudist colony.
I'm sure there were whatever,
Mm.
you know, like cavemen and Neanderthals that were not walking around with cloths on them. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, the togas. But actually, I'll tell you why that is. There's a real good reason for that. When they did the sculptures, when they did the statues, the Roman statues, if you look at them, if you put a Greek statue next to a Roman statue and you're looking at them, the Greek statue is much more refined. It has the degree of difficulty, the degree of accuracy, and all of that. Like you look at the cuts and how it is, and the tools that they worked with, and all like that. And it's amazing how they have the anatomy so perfect. The Roman statues, by putting togas, you don't have to be perfect because it's not the anatomy; it's just fabric going down. So you're kind of hiding it. And they would also change the heads of the statues when you had a new emperor.
Oh.
So you wouldn't have to like redo the statue.
Huh.
So
That's
you're
interesting.
saying that they're terrible people who are bloodthirsty Romans who are too lazy to do real art.
Apparently I am.
Yeah. I think it's...
And it goes further than that because it's actually true. Here's where it's true. The bloodthirsty evil. Did you say bloodthirsty?
I did.
But because they were. When the Greeks did the theaters, all the theaters that are around, the amphitheaters that are around, all those theaters were for shows and for entertainment because the ancient Greeks believed that the body and the mind are one and they both have to be the same. Like it isn't just enough to be healthy of the body, you have to be healthy of the mind. So sport was very much a part of it. All of that was very important. Theater, sports, hospitals near each other. When the best seats, of course, were in the front. When the Romans took over, to add more craziness to it or to add more excitement, let's say, they started doing blood sports. So there was splatter. So they had to move the seats up so that the splatter wouldn't get to the wealthy people that are sitting in the front.
Wow.
Blood splatter. They had the gladiators. I mean, seriously, they got nasty. The Greeks didn't do that. Greeks did not do that.
So they're lovers and Romans are fighters.
Well, if you they just fought amongst themselves.
And the Greeks were more philosophical, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. The philosophers are Greek. They're not Roman.
Yeah.
The artists were Roman. They're not. Hello, Roberto.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, cool.
We're talking about
All
Greeks
good.
and Romans and
What?
philosophers. What's going on?
We are talking about philosophers. Yes, the Greeks and the Romans we're comparing.
Okay.
How we got to that, I don't know, but we got to that.
Is there a difference
we're
between the Greeks and the Romans?
Totally.
Definitely a difference.
Kidding. I'm
Totally
joking. I'm joking.
Yes. So yeah, there is a difference, and it wasn't their blood sport that I was talking about before. That as soon as the Romans took over, they started adding like killings and things to their entertainment, and the Greeks never did that.
Yeah, like America, like we had Gallagher, where you needed to put like a blanket over you when you went to a show, but the Romans they had like those blood sports where you had to have a blanket on.
That's exactly right, and they literally put the seats higher so that the blood wouldn't get to them.
So like were the blood sports, were there ratings like we have for movies? Like was it R where like you had to be 18 to go?
Like
I don't
Rotten
know.
Tomatoes? Oh, okay. I see what you mean by ratings.
Yeah.
I think it might have been word of mouth at that point.
Why is it that all the planets are named after Roman gods, but Uranus is the only Greek god that that is named after. Why is Uranus the only one named after a Greek god, not a Roman god?
Because
That I could not. That I could not tell you. But yeah, that I don't know. But the cosmos is Greek. The galaxy is Greek. So, all those other things are Greek. So, and there's another one.
My yogurt is
Not
Greek.
planets.
is it
Yep.
fire?
Your yogurt is Greek. Is it real Greek yogurt? Because they just say Greek style, most of them.
I just saw Greek and then I was like, I'm all in. Let me check.
Okay, it's probably Greek style yogurt.
It could be fire.
So Caesar salad is a Roman salad?
No, Caesar salad was a salad developed by a chef. I can't remember
Mexican.
where.
Mexico.
That's it. It was in Mexico. Okay, there was a chef. He made the Caesar salad. It's the same like the pavlova was created to. The pavlova was that something that a baker. Now a controversy. Was it Australia? Was it New Zealand? The Kiwis say it was them.
Called oikos.
That is okay. Ikos, by the way, that's pronounced ikos.
Sorry, ikos.
And yeah, but you wouldn't know it's pronounced ikos because even the advertisement doesn't have it pronounced ikos. That means family.
Oh, it means what?
Ikos means family.
Family.
Mm-hmm.
It's also kosher.
Home.
Why is it kosher?
It means home, basically.
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
only kosher depending on what you eat it with.
Oh,
But it's probably Greek style yogurt.
right. Probably not real Greek yogurt, like real Greek yogurt.
Like fire.
The real Greek yogurt is faya, but you don't have it with the fruit, just the plain one, 5% full fat.
That's how you say it, fire?
Faya.
Oh, okay.
Because the G is a r, like It's not a gamma. It's not a gamma. It's a gamma.
Nice.
Ra.
Yeah, the
GH.
Caesar salad was created by Caesar Cardini. He was an Italian chef.
There you go.
Over in
Cardini.
Mexico. It
Cardini.
was all the way in Mexico.
Oh.
Hold on a second. I actually got a really good philosophy book I want y'all to see. Hold on one second.
Okay. And like lots of foods were like that. Like the pizza margherita, that was for a queen in Italy. And they did it with the colors of Italy. That's why it's red, white, and green for the basil.
These two books are
Italian
amazing.
flags.
If you haven't like
What are they?
seen these before, this is not a book.
Oh,
Adventures in Popular Philosophy.
why have I heard about that one?
It's really good. This is not a book. And
the
this
other
is,
cat?
it's not exactly philosophy, but this is the same person. This book does not exist.
Wow.
Wow.
Absurd and the Paradoxical. It's really good. They're both amazing. Definitely check them out whenever you can.
They sound really cool.
I've actually been doing some rabbit holing on philosophy, and the only thing that I gleaned was nihilism led to existentialism and absurdism. So like with the Industrial Revolution, like, and also Charles Darwin, like they started poking holes in religion. So the people's philosophies started changing. And with that, philosophers were like, well, we used to have a nice simple meaning to life, and now that's eroding. So with absurdism, you just embrace that life is meaningless and you just go with it. And with existentialism, you join something, or you join a group that has a belief.
Okay, that's a cult.
I guess all religions are a cult.
Yes. And
I think
the
so.
biggest mafia in the world.
But philosophy, for the sake of philosophy, is really about getting all knowledge and ideas. So there's no one philosophy.
Right. It's basically a study of wisdom.
It's a study of wisdom. It's exactly what it is. Literally, that's what it is.
I thought existentialism was just basically questioning yourself and your existence in this, like your purpose in the world.
I am what I am. I or am I not? What is it? Yeah, that something like that.
I think therefore I am.
Descartes.
I think therefore I am. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. I think therefore I am. Yeah. Yeah. I'm more modern philosopher like Maya Angelou. When somebody tells you who they are the first time, believe them.
I'm like Charles Barkley. I am, therefore I jam.
Yes, I love him.
Wow.
I love Charles Barkley.
That was
He
early
is so
90s.
funny.
That was that early 90s commercial. Sorry.
He is so funny. Early 90s. Oh my God. You know, I
Those
have
were the times,
students on tour, and they're, when I mentioned the Olympics, the ones that were here, that was 2004. They weren't even born yet. They weren't even born yet. Okay.
Same.
But here's the other thing. That I find really funny with that. Not only were they not born, but they talk about the 1900s.
They need
That's
to be
sad.
slapped.
Yeah.
Okay, you mean the 1900s? But think
Yeah.
about it. Why not? For them,
They're
it
right.
makes perfect sense.
They're right, but I hate it.
No.
Yeah.
They're right. It's the 1900s, 1800s.
I feel like we're
1900s.
still like in the 2000s. You know, like
Because
to
we're
me, it's
calling
like
it the
the
90s,
80s,
the 60s.
90s.
We're calling,
Right,
calling
but
it 80s, 90s,
2000s.
60s, 50s.
Like
We're
Yeah,
in
20th century sounds a lot
2024.
better.
The 1900s. It's like, oh my God.
That's
But
an attack.
accurate. But accurate.
It's an attack.
Mhm.
An
It is the
attack.
1900s, but
Accurate.
what decade are we in now? Are we calling it the 2020s? We're calling it the 2000s.
No idea.
I call it the 20s.
I don't know what we're calling it.
The
I call
20s?
it hell.
Yeah. It's been quite
No, see, the 20s for
interesting.
me, the 20s for me were the 20s, the 1920s,
Exactly, the Roaring 20s.
the Roaring
Oh.
20s.
Oh,
That
I
one.
call it the, like, I don't know, the soaring 20s, as in everybody's
Yeah.
sore.
All right, here's the thing, and here's something I'm wondering about. You know, history does repeat itself, and I'm wondering if it goes in cycles like that, like if the 20s go back to, you know, like basically in 2029, are we going to have a stock market crash?
Probably.
Right.
Another Great Depression?
Maybe.
Which
We're
is
doing
a
Is
well
there a
right now.
pattern?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
will
doing
there
well
be a
back before.
Woodstock in 2069?
They were doing well before that too,
Right.
or so they thought.
Yeah,
And
so
they
Will
had
there be a lot of
the
disco in the 2070s?
Yeah.
Who knows?
and they had the
Space
Spanish
disco.
flu in what was it, 1917 was the Spanish flu, so that was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
And that was very close.
Remember all those
Exactly. That's
images of
100
everyone
years.
covering their
Yeah.
face? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So,
saw
I don't
Pearl, the horror film Pearl, and everybody was like masked up in a mask, and that was like 1918.
I need to see
Yeah.
that.
There
Is
you
this
go.
2020? I was like, no, it was 1918. It was the Spanish flu.
Yeah. So I don't know. So is it really repeating itself to that degree? It's very possible.
Yeah,
we're
I
100 years
guess.
out from like the Great Gatsby away. I'm gonna write the Greg Gatsby. That'll come out in like 2025. My book.
Okay.
But what does that mean? Is there going to be like a Holocaust in like in 2040, in like 20 years from now?
Hopefully it
Where
will
are
be
you
then and
living?
not now.
Where are you living?
Me?
That you don't see that. That you don't see that. You know,
Happening,
coming.
brewing.
I mean, do you see like? Okay, so are we saying like the situation in the East is a Holocaust right
I'm
now?
not saying the situation in the East. I'm saying okay. Well, actually, now that you say that, maybe, but no, I'm talking about what's going on basically more globally, but specifically in the States, how you've got cults following Crazy Man who would love to eliminate a whole bunch of people that aren't of, you know, there's a whole lot of racism and bigotry and
Misogyny.
racism and all of that stuff and misogyny and all
Like
of
a
that that's
slow
going
burn
on
here in America. It's a very slow.
to such a degree that I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. And when you talk about genocide and all of that and yeah, why there's no concentration camps? Gaza alone was a concentration camp.
See, I honestly,
before they eradicated it.
Anything I say, it's gonna sound like I'm gonna side with Hitler, and I wouldn't do that. But I know why and how like Hitler was able to get so many people to be on his side, and it wasn't for the same reasons why Trump is able to get so many people on his side.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, they have
Yeah, it
followers.
is. It's
They have
exactly the same
followers.
reason.
Everyone, I mean, Kim
You
Kardashian
find-
has followers in her own way.
I know that, but basically Hitler found someone to attack, and he just went at it, and he brought out the worst in mankind, and that's happening now in the States. big time.
There was
Big time.
still like a small, like a quiet storm brewing in the early 1930s
Of
before
course there were. Yeah.
this chancellorship. But yeah, I mean, Trump through money and influence and just saying the most stupidest shit is just able to get Americans to just follow him. Wasn't exactly the same situation with Germany, but yeah, I mean, in the end,
Same
I mean,
principle.
Trump's not gonna get the Pope's blessing, but he's still gonna find a way to like come back. Even if he came back, I don't think he's gonna be able to say that we're gonna create a new empire and then like Xi Jinping just end all the terms for presidents. I think even if he came back, it'll be 4 more years of bullshit, and then we're gonna like try to straighten up and fly right and just vote for someone else again. It's gonna fucking suck the next 4 years, but I don't think
He's not getting it.
I don't think he
He's
can
not
convince
getting it.
people to like kill 6 million black people or or immigrants. I don't think he's
They
able
would.
to, because we still have the law of the land.
Do we?
He can't create his own law of the land and just change the
It
constitution.
appears that he's done a lot towards that.
We're
And
gonna
he's
need
working on
9
it.
Trumps on the Supreme Court in order to be able to.
Well, you got 6. You got the
We're
majority.
almost there, but I don't think it's gonna happen in the next 4 years. Maybe 2040 to 2045.
The thing that I look at and surprised me the most is how much racism there is in the States. I mean, oh my God. I thought it was something that, we dealt with years ago. I was wrong.
No, well, right now it's open racism. I mean,
Thank you.
public open racism that is, of course, being shunned by the people, by the victims, the oppressors. But I mean, the oppressed. But before, I mean, there's been racism since the dawn of man.
There has. There always has. There always has. No one is
Before, it was almost
suggesting
like
that there wasn't.
it was like accepted. Like
Yeah, but you
can never be
what?
just because of your color. And now if it's like you can never be this because of your color, I feel like now we're able to like go to human resources and cry about it. But there is there's both. There's like a hidden rule amongst the oppressors, and no matter what, I'm not going to go into every category, but from like prison to like the corporate ladder. There's always like those hidden rules, like those hidden knowns. But I feel like, yeah, of course, there's now, but like this is like open, like
no, it's so blatant. It's so blatant, right. And it took out the worst human crime. It's like
people are being honestly called out on their racism now. That's
I don't know. I truly thought that it was something that was, we kind of dealt with it years ago, and with the election of Obama, I was like, yay, we dealt with it. To me, that was a sign that we got it.
Obama's situation was very similar to OJ's situation. I'm not gonna lie. Black people rooted for OJ knowing that he did some wrongful shit, and they were just like,
I rooted for OJ.
He's black. We're gonna make sure that he. So when OJ was set free, everybody was like, oh shit. And
I rooted for OJ.
Right. A lot of people did. But he killed her. Like he did. Obama's done a lot of great things in his I'm not even talking about the stuff he did. I'm talking about when he got elected. When people stood online to elect him, and they did that, and he got him in, and he did whatever. I also realize that they'll take a man over a woman no matter what. Yep. They'll take a man over a woman no matter what. And when I saw them actually electing a man of color, I was like, okay, we're good. We have moved forward. We're done. And with that. And not for nothing, but all that did was really bring out the ones that were hiding. And it brought it out, and it made it more and more and more. Yeah, it sucks.
It's like, what?
Speaking of women and men like being elected, I don't know if anyone saw the SNL last night. It was actually pretty funny. Honestly, sometimes I just watch it for the weekend updates. But in the weekend update, they were like, Nikki Haley is throwing out this campaign against Biden and Trump, calling them grumpy old men. And the Weekend Update, jokingly, he was like, "Well, at least they're men," and everyone was like, "Oh." She was actually on SNL last night. I don't know if anybody knows that. They had fucking Nikki Haley in SNL last night.
I saw that she was part of the. She was in the opening thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she wanted to apologize for not acknowledging slavery.
Slavery.
Whatever. Everyone does that. They jump on like some sort of liberal site or whatever and say, "Hey, look, this isn't what I meant. I swear I'm a good person, but you're not going to vote for me anyway because I'm Republican." You know, that doesn't matter.
That's true. They're not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She made a lot of progress in New Hampshire.
Well, listen. At least she's can speak.
At least she's still trying. I mean, everyone else just gave up and said, "Yeah, I endorse Trump." So,
okay. Here's my fear with this election. Here's my fear, is that okay? First of all, nobody likes the candidates, or they either love Crazy Man, but other than that, it's not like a popular selection. Let's say it's not like okay. So people who would vote blue are like, I don't even bother. I'm not even bothering to go to vote because they're totally apathetic. I know that, but it's only the fanatics that will vote in either side.
Right.
And there's a lot of things that need to be, preserved, like human rights.
No one sees it that way.
I mean, in Florida,
the Red sees them fighting for human rights. The Blue sees them fighting for human rights.
I was just in Florida, and the state government, the state in Florida, is trying to pass a censorship law where they want with the social media. They don't want people of a certain age to be able to have access to social media because of the horrible sites that are out there. Not just the porn, but the craziness, the violence, and this and that. Now, I'm totally in agreement that needs to be watched and probably censored. Totally in agreement with that. But now, you want the government to do that?
Big brother.
It's like, seriously?
Yeah.
It's like, that's the parents' job. And then with their children,
Right.
So, yeah. But they can have guns, but they're children when it comes to that.
My dad needs to get off Facebook. My dad is heavy on Facebook, and he's trying to like send me stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's fine. I'm good. He raised me to be liberal, and then he just like flipped the switch like right away. And I'm like, nope.
Fox News?
He watches a lot of radical stuff. Well, so does my mother, but my mother's a sweetheart. Like, she might see all that because she's influenced by her husband, but at the same time, I hope they don't see this. This is all like, yeah, but no, seriously, she's heavily influenced by her very conservative husband. She being Hispanic and all, but being like, a brown woman for the red. It's really hard. It's hard to watch.
Now that I don't understand. I don't get it. It's like I don't understand.
Get it either, but then she'll send me stuff. She'll send me things like Blacks for Trump, and there's a lot of people out there who are just like,
why? It's so hard for me to believe that.
Blacks for Trump is definitely a thing. I've seen a lot of videos. It's really sad. They spread a lot of misinformation about like New York, and there's this whole thing about Biden pumping, what is it, $15 million into Brownsville, and apparently it was only used to create e-bikes in the community, and the community didn't ask for it. And I'm looking it up, and it's all just not true. A president can't go to like one small community and be like, I'm going to give you all this money for e-bikes. That decision isn't made by the president. And also, he's got a lot on his plate to fucking worry about Brownsville, Brooklyn. And then they kept going off on this. Like, I saw this. It's this guy. I forget his name. He goes into the streets, so everyone believes everything that people say in the. I think he just like vets people and finds people who are against Biden, and then interviews them. And then they're all like, yeah, I wouldn't vote for Biden again. That means everyone in Brownsville feels the same because these few people that this guy found. I don't know. My parents sent me a lot of videos, and I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I watched them. I was like, man, I cannot believe this is what they're watching. This is what people in Florida are watching.
It's sad. It's sad.
Crazy stuff on YouTube, isn't it?
It's sad. It's really sad. really sad.
We go
So
off
they want to
topic.
pass censorship.
What was the topic anyway? What were we talking about?
Rome.
Green
Philosophy.
red
Greeks
peppers.
versus Romans.
Wasn't the Roman Empire like the first like actual like political like major city empire, or were we gonna say it was the Greeks? The Greeks.
On this side of the world, it was the Greeks. First, it was the Greeks, and then everything Greek became Roman. They took over everything. For example, when they, I suppose, I want to say conquered, took over when they did that. So it went from being the Greek Empire to the Roman Empire.
Who made the toilets
and when-
first? Greeks or the Romans?
Toilets, the ones that you see more often are the Roman toilets, but the Greek ones also work. They actually had indoor plumbing. They had better indoor plumbing back then, 4,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, than they do today.
See, I feel like the Romans are red and the Greeks are blue, and all we're getting is like misinformation about the blue and not knowing enough about the, you know.
It could be.
Blue.
Anyways, so no, the Greeks were very peace loving. The Greeks actually, and then, but the Greeks were tribal. They're still that way. This is the only problem the Greeks have is the whole brother against brother. That is the thing. That is a thing. The whole Peloponnesian Wars, Athens against Sparta, and all of that stuff. That's a thing.
Really? Not Philadelphia.
That's a thing.
Not Philadelphia over there.
No. So it's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. But, that's definitely a thing. But, when we talk about racism and stuff like that, in lots of places, it isn't necessarily about sex or color as much as it is also about culture and money and background and all of that. In a lot of cultures, it's actually the social standing that does it.
Do light-skinned Greeks shit on dark-skinned Greeks?
No, because Greeks have no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because that actor, Jason Matsoukas, I could have sworn he was like Middle East something. I thought he was like Hispanic or Middle Eastern, and he's full on Greek.
I don't know who he is.
Y'all know who that is.
I do.
I don't know who that is.
He's a crazy dude and everything.
Yeah, he plays a really good crazy, and he's like a New York guy. He like did a UCB stuff, I think.
I don't know. Let me look that up. Jason Matsoukas.
This guy.
That guy, look.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks Greek, kinda.
Yeah, very Greek name.
Yes. Oh, that's a Greek name.
Yeah.
Matsoukas.
He doesn't
I
look
thought he
Greek
was-
to me.
That's actually pronounced Matsoukas. The
Matsoukas.
NT together makes a D sound.
Oh, Matsoukas.
Matsoukas.
Mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Matsoukas.
Eastern or at least like Hispanic, but
Matsoukas.
All right, that was
that's the Greek
Ask
last name.
Mom, and this next
Yeah.
segment is
On this day in history, nothing was
God,
solved.
Oh, he looks very Greek there.
The 1900s.
with Matt
In the
Capazzi.
On this day in 2004, the website Facebook was launched. It was actually called thefacebook.com. Later, it would become the largest social network in the world. And yet, nothing was solved.
All right, thank you, Matt.
is it true that the guy from what the hell was that called?
Tom?
Remember the Social Network? Whoever Justin Timberlake was
Yeah.
playing. What was that called? Cat.
Parker.
I thought it was
Right.
called the social.
It's true that he's the one that told Zuckerberg that to drop the.
According to the movie, at least. Who knows?
I didn't know if that was true. It was the Facebook, and he was like, "Don't call it the Facebook, just call it Facebook."
I now
What was the
want
name
to
of
see that again. I thought it
What
was
was the name
called
of
the
his
social
site?
network.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
the
called
Social Network. But
It's
not.
definitely called the social
He
network.
He went from the Facebook to Facebook.
It was like
And there is some.
Napper. Wait, Napper?
Napster. Was,
Napster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy from Napster told him to drop the.
Huh.
Just make it Facebook.
Yeah.
Napper.
He's building a complex in Hawaii. That's like I don't know how many hundreds of millions to build this basically a bunker.
Bunker in Hawaii. Isn't Hawaii sea
I was
level?
going to Hawaii. What?
Isn't Hawaii at sea level? Is there a bunker
Yes, it is.
in the water?
I don't know. You're not watching enough James Bond movies to see how they create the island. It comes up like this and that's whatever. So,
If Atlantis is possible. I mean,
there you go.
wow. Sorry, Cap.
No, and now it's time where we ask Roberto what he's been up to. Hi, Roberto.
Oh yeah, it's a segment.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a segment.
It's officially.
We're
a
making
segment.
this segment.
Yeah.
You and Greg know what I've been up to. Y'all were there.
I know. Yeah, it was secret last night. No, Supreme Pour last night.
Supreme Pour.
Was
That's
it?
good. Supreme Bartenders.
Yes, of course. That makes more sense.
Supreme Pour.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a bartender competition last night.
Oh, cool.
There.
How'd it go?
But it was great. I thought someone else should have won, but I wasn't the judge. I was the host.
Who
and
did you want to see?
Wow.
Carlos. I thought Carlos should have won.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was down to 2 people, Carlos and Mike. It was 8 bartenders to start. They all had to do something different in each round. It was like one was a speed test where they had to make 4 cocktails. The audience chooses what the 4th cocktail is going to be. One is a blindfold tasting where Jamie makes a cocktail and they both have to try it, and then back and forth try to tell everyone in the audience what the ingredients are. There's a martini round, a wine-based round, and literally like they have to make a cocktail with the wine-based liquor. So the audience chooses like red, white, sparkling. They said white wine last night, and so they had to make a cocktail incorporating white wine. There's a mocktail round, there's a secret ingredient round, and the last round is just like bartender's choice. And this girl Maiko won.
Oh.
I feel like she might have had an ace in the hole because there was a drunk judge who was just like, I know this bitch. Yeah.
A drunk judge, so all of them by the end.
Right.
Should have recused himself.
It doesn't matter because another judge who was completely coherent, he was stuck. He was just, yeah, it was a very like suspenseful ending. And one judge just couldn't, he was like, they're both really good. I don't know. And then in the end, he said, Micah, drop the mic. And everybody was like, yeah.
I also think he was pressured by the drunk judge to vote for Micah.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't.
Like, but it was funny because I knew she was going to vote for her because I'm like, yeah, she's voting for the woman. Because we knew David Bell and we were really excited to see an improviser. And in that round, I was like, I don't know, woman or improviser, who do I want to see win? Greg, obviously a misogynist, wanted to see the improviser win. But I knew that woman was going to vote for Micah. So, you know, she did have an ace in the hole. She's like girl power all the way. Girls for girls.
Yeah, I don't know. I think David should have won that round too, but oh well. They were right about a lot of things. The judges were really like, especially Adele, the judge in the middle. He knows his stuff. He's over at Marion's. He does mixology for Marion's, not too far from here. He is really good at critiquing liquor, and sometimes, yeah, some of the bartenders have way too many. They think that they could just make like 5 or 6 different ingredients and make it work, but sometimes a few ingredients is the best bet. Some bartenders try way too hard, and some bartenders went really simple, and they could tell whether or not they're being too safe, and that's a negative. So it was fun. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
That would have been fun.
Just making
It wasn't a scene. It wasn't a scene out of Cocktail, the movie Cocktail.
A little bit.
I played a lot of 80s music. I played a lot of 80s music during the round. I loved it. Yeah. There was only 80s music in the round.
Throwing it up this way and grabbing it this way.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you.
Yeah, there was a lot of flair. There wasn't enough flair attending. Some of them do that in their Instagrams, but they didn't do it because they were just scared of, I guess, if they drop something. I don't know.
Seriously.
Yeah, Instagram's different because you can take as many takes as you want and get the best take and post it, but they didn't want to mess up.
Definitely don't want to drop it.
Right.
That'd be embarrassing.
It was fun. And then we have a comedy show competition Saturday. And then my main hip hop competition that I've done for a while, the next Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and yeah, the bar, just making the bar work. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's so is it working? It's working.
It's working. Yeah.
Cool.
Making it work.
Cool.
I love your bar.
Thank you.
Thank
You got to come there more. I know you're busy, but definitely stop by more often.
Yeah, no, I
Craig,
want to come on
I don't
Saturday.
even know where you live, but Craig, where do you live? You live in Brooklyn?
No, I live in Washington Heights. It's a epic journey for me to get to your.
That is a journey. That's hours.
Yeah,
That's so far. That's almost as far as Long Island.
right. It's
Yeah.
like the Warriors' journey and shit. That's
Seriously,
so far.
every night the Warriors do.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamie used to live in the Heights, and that was a trek. Except for during the pandemic, I just drove to Washington Heights from Bushwick, and it was like a 25-minute drive, and I was like, oh, that's
Wow.
But not anymore. It's like an hour and a half. Right?
I miss the pandemic.
And that was the Kathryn Dunn Show, everybody. Thank you for checking us out. Do check out The Secret Poor. Make sure to check out Matt C's podcast. And anything else going on that you want the world to know about?
Matt?
No, not really.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one, and goodbye.
Woo! Matt, you left Chicago, right?